Childhood obesity is no longer a local problem. It is a global health crisis. According to the World Health Organization, over 390 million children and adolescents worldwide are overweight, and more than 160 million are obese today. So why is this happening? Children's bodies need energy to grow, learn, and play. On average, school-aged children need about 1,600 to 2,200 calories per day, depending on age, gender, and activity level. Teenagers may need slightly more. But globally, many children are consuming far more calories than they need, often 300 to 500 extra calories every day. This excess usually comes from fast food, sugary drinks, ultra-processed snacks, and high-fat meals. Just one burger, fries, and a soft drink can exceed half of a child's daily calorie need, while providing very little nutrition. Over time, these extra calories are stored as fat, leading to obesity. Childhood obesity increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, breathing problems, and low self-confidence, even before adulthood. That is why countries around the world are now focusing on prevention, healthier diets, and limiting children's exposure to junk food marketing to protect the next generation.
Childhood obesity is rising rapidly in India, a country once known mainly for undernutrition. Recent research shows that the percentage of young children with overweight or obesity has roughly doubled over the past 2 decades, rising significantly in many states. Studies also show that food advertising influences children's eating habits. Unhealthy food ads sway 2/3 of Indian adolescents toward high-calorie snacks and drinks. Alongside this, schools are taking action by displaying oil boards and sugar boards that show how much fat or sugar is in popular snacks like samosas and fries, helping students understand unhealthy calorie content. To tackle obesity, India needs stronger advertising regulation, better nutrition labeling, more physical activity, and healthier food environments, so children can grow up strong, active, and disease-free.
Hey, 10 explain facts about the UK junk food, fast food advertising ban 1. What the ban is. The UK government has introduced a ban on advertising less healthy food and drink products, particularly those high in fat, sugar, and salt, HFSS, on television before 9 p.m. and online at all times. Gov UK +1. This means many ads for fast food, sugary drinks, snacks, and processed foods can no longer be shown to children before the evening watershed. Hey, 10 explain facts about the UK junk food, fast food advertising ban 1. What the ban is. The UK government has introduced a ban on advertising less healthy food and drink products, particularly those high in fat, sugar, and salt, HFSS, on television before 9 p.m. and online at all times. Gov UK +1. This means many ads for fast food, sugary drinks, snacks, and processed foods can no longer be shown to children before the evening watershed. 2. Why the ban was introduced. The main goal is to combat rising childhood obesity and improve public health, since advertising influences children's food preferences, making unhealthy foods seem more appealing. Gov.uk research shows that children exposed to junk food advertising tend to choose and eat those unhealthy products more often. 3. When the ban came into force. Although initially planned for October 2025, the full ban officially came into effect on the 5th of January 2026 after government legislation and consultations were completed. 4. What counts as less healthy food. The ban covers foods and drinks high in fat, salt, or sugar, such as soft drinks, chocolates, sweets, pizzas, cakes, ice cream, certain cereals, and yogurt. Products must meet specific nutritional criteria defined by government guidelines to be included. 5. How it applies to TV and online. On TV, ads for HFS foods can only be shown after 9 p.m. The watershed. Gov UK online. All paid advertising for these products is banned at any time of day. Food ingredients, first.com. This covers social media, streaming platforms, and other digital channels where paid ads appear. gov.uk6. Expected benefits for health. The government estimates that the ban could remove up to 7.2 billion calories from children's diets each year and prevent about 20,000 cases of childhood obesity. Gov UK +1. Reducing obesity can also lower the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and other chronic illnesses, deliver around £2 billion in long-term health benefits, mainly by reducing the burden on the NHS and improving population health. 8. Reactions from health groups. Health organizations, such as Diabetes UK and the Obesity Health Alliance, support the ban, saying it will help protect children and encourage healthier dietary habits. These groups also note that obesity in children increases the likelihood of adult health problems. gov.uk9. Controversy and loopholes. Some critics, including industry groups and media outlets, argue certain brand-only ads that don't show specific HFSS products may still be allowed, potentially weakening the policy's impact. The Guardian. The ban does not eliminate all advertising exposure, just paid advertising online and scheduled TV ads. The Guardian food and advertising industries have also pushed back, concerned about financial and commercial effects. 10. Part of a broader strategy. This ad ban is one part of a larger UK public health strategy that includes expanded sugar taxes on sugary drinks, measures to improve food quality, efforts to prevent tooth decay and other health conditions in children, and initiatives to shift the NHS focus toward prevention, not just treatment.
Did you know that childhood obesity in the UK is a growing health concern? In England alone, about 1 in 10 children aged 4 to 5 is obese, and over 1 in 5 children aged 10 to 11 are obese, showing how serious the issue has become. One of the main causes of obesity is eating more calories than the body needs. For most children, a balanced daily calorie intake depends on their age and sex. For example, children age 5 to 10 might need around 1,400 to 2,000 calories a day for healthy growth and activity. But studies show that overweight and obese children often consume a lot more than this. On average, children living with overweight or obesity may be taking in up to 140 to 500 extra calories a day compared with children of a healthy weight, roughly equivalent to an extra meal or large snack every day. A major part of this excess intake comes from high-calorie, ultra-processed foods, including fast food, sugary drinks, snacks, and packaged meals. In fact, research suggests that many children get a large portion of their calories from ultra-processed foods, which are high in sugar, fat, and salt. This imbalance, eating more energy than the body uses, leads to weight gain and increases the risk of health problems like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and emotional well-being issues. That's why public health policies, like restricting junk food advertising, are being introduced to help children make healthier choices and reduce excess calorie intake. Countries working on junk food advertising laws and childhood obesity prevention. 1. United Kingdom, UK. The UK has implemented a ban on junk food advertising on television before 9 p.m. and all paid online ads for foods high in fat, salt, or sugar to protect children and reduce obesity. 2. Chile. Chile restricts junk food advertising that targets children under 14 years old in TV, radio, internet, and in schools. Marketers cannot use cartoons or toys to target kids. 3. Ireland. Ireland bans advertising of foods high in fat, salt, and sugar in children's TV and radio programs, where most of the audience is under 18. 4. Norway. Norway is moving toward a comprehensive ban on unhealthy food advertising to children and teens, building on existing voluntary restrictions. The plan could prohibit ads and impose fines once finalized. 5. Canada, Quebec. Quebec, a province in Canada, has had one of the earliest bans, since 1980, on advertising unhealthy foods to children under 13 across media, including Obesity Evidence Hub. 6. Taiwan. Taiwan limits unhealthy food ads aimed at children under 12 during peak viewing hours. Specific nutrient thresholds determine what ads can run. 7. Mexico. While not a blanket ad ban, Mexico has banned the sale of junk food with warning labels in schools and is actively pushing policies to reduce children's exposure to ultra-processed foods. 8. Spain. Spain now requires school meals to meet nutrition standards and has explored restrictions on unhealthy food advertising to children, while promoting fruits, vegetables, and fish in school lunches. 9. Malaysia. Voluntary pledge. Malaysia launched a pledge on responsible advertising, where food companies agreed not to market unhealthy foods to children under 12, though it's voluntary rather than a binding law. World Health Organization. 10. Local actions. Philippines. Cities like Pasig and Cebu have passed local ordinances restricting junk food marketing near schools and in public spaces to help families choose healthier options. UNICEF Global Context. According to reports analyzing WHO recommendations, many countries have discussed marketing restrictions. Some have adopted nutrient profiling systems. A smaller number have implemented actual marketing limits on TV or radio, and several nations have school-based or canteen marketing policies. Why this matters? The World Health Organization has urged nations to reduce children's exposure to marketing of foods high in sugar, fat, and salt, because such advertising influences eating habits and contributes to rising rates of childhood obesity worldwide.
Every country has one primary duty: to protect its people. Not just borders, not just economy, but health. Today, unhealthy food is everywhere. Flashy ads, cheap prices, colorful packets. But the cost is hidden. Diabetes, obesity, heart disease, sick children, tired adults. Health is not a luxury. It is a right.